Alrighty guys, hello, welcome. Turn that down just a little bit. Hopefully that won't be too bad for you. Just let me know if it is too loud, but welcome back guys. Hope you're all doing well. So, today's Saturday, August the 3rd. Happy August. Jeez, where's the summer gone? Actually, when was the last time I streamed? Just so I'm caught up to date with that. Turn that down real quick. Let me see, the last time I live streamed, do that, gonna pop into Trainz. Let's see, last video I uploaded in general was 3 months ago. And the last time I live streamed was 4 months ago, so it's been a little bit, it's been a minute. It's actually been a while. So we're going to pop into the Carrabassett day. We're going to forward the time along. Pop chat up. My week, it's been okay. Been ups and downs all week. So, just been kind of getting back on track and adjusted and settled into whatever it is you want to call it. The late summer as it starts to come into play here. So I've just been kind of hanging out, doing a whole lot of nothing. So just going to work, going home. They sent me home today because I'm back on injury status again. I actually just recently applied for a different position at work to hopefully get off the ramp and go upstairs. So aside from that, week's been okay. Just trying to get caught up on bills. Aside from that, been doing a lot of progress here in the Carrabassett. I think the last time you guys publicly saw the CVVR was probably closer to 5 months ago at this point. Let's see. The last time you guys saw the Carrabassett on my channel was actually 8 months ago. 8 months ago. So that was January. It was January. So, let's see. You guys would have been... It's kind of a long time ago. Yeah. Well, that's good for you. Congrats. Alright, so we're going to fast forward time to 0500. Make it a little... Actually, let's go... actually, remember it was 8:23. Right, we'll just go 0630. About 0600. There we go. Oh, and we're gonna... Alrighty, so first off, Sean has new engines for us. These are the Carrabassett SD60Ms, which I believe are numbered... I think they're numbered 2440 to 2445, I believe anyways. So pretty much all the SD60Ms are up in here. So there's 2440, 2443, that was 2442, and I think we have another set over here, coal drag. Yep, there's 2441 with my favorite horn in the whole world, and 2444, so it's only to 2444. Let me just blow this horn for you guys real quick. Let me put someone in the cab. Hopefully it's loud enough for you guys on your end. These are the SD60Ms, so I got my SD40 T-2s working again in game, so I have those back. So all in all, we have pretty decent Carrabassett roster going here. We have the SD40T-2s, we have a couple of SD40s, we have the SD75Is, the SD77, as well as our SD60Ms, and as well we have the GP60s, and we still have some of the old GP15s, which you probably might see, but you probably won't be running them. So, but one thing I wanted to point out to you guys real quick that I've done here since then is I've added track markers. So you see here we have Abenaki Sub, Kennebec Yard, South 3. I've added more sidings as we kind of come along down the line. I do expect trains to crash because I'm in map mode, and that's just bad news bears for everything. But we do have these track markers pretty much all the way down the line, all the way back up towards Newport, as well as some parts of the. Yeah, I saw it the first time, David. I'm not. I'm trying to focus on the screen, so. What was I saying? Oh yes. So we have tracker markers pretty much all the way down to the yard, as well as in the yard. We have I think a couple of track markers here on the Pan Am side, as well as a couple of things for Pan Am to switch out. I moved the yard over here in Skowhegan, on the Skowhegan Industrial, so we can kind of view that real quick. So the yard used to be right here. I took it out and actually went past the town. And I've created this small little yard, as well as our helper yard. Helper track right here, but these are just all stand-in units right now for the Carrabassett until we can get our own units. So, but this is the Skowhegan Industrial Yard, as well as the helper yard. And we go along here, and we're gonna kind of pop back up towards Madison. Sean got the Farmington secondary and the Sandy sub done in. Oh, it's gonna crash. Do it. Yep, there we go. Yep, I figured it'd do that. But he got the Farmington secondary and the Sandy sub put in, which runs towards Farmington. I have stretched the trackage pretty much as far as it goes, all the way up north to Lac Megantic, and have kind of started to lay tracks up there. So we have that full. I didn't click exactly when I wanted to click at all. So we have that run all the way up to Lac Megantic, at least up to the yard. This is not what I wanted at all. Really, Trainz? That's number 2 on the crashes. Yeah, try it again. Wouldn't be a day if Trainz didn't crash about 45,000 times. Yeah, it's mostly been signaling, speed limiting, adding track markers, extra sidings, and the likes of that on the Carrabassett, and just kind of getting things graded out, checked out, testing, making sure the tracks at least make sense. And I think the only real scenic thing I did, back to 0600, is if we go on up towards Chain of Ponds, which I will here in a second. Pop into the map. Hopefully if it don't crash. There we go. So I started to wrap up Chain of Ponds. Okay, easy. So we take a look at the town itself. You see a little more foliage kind of popping in now, kind of right up in here. We do have a new industry in town, actually 2 new industries. One being the main farmer agricultural group. Got this all kind of put in, and I think it's configured for the cars to come in. I can see a smudge mark all over my computer screen. Kind of added some more buildings, got that situated. cars in the parking lot, lights in the parking lot, trying to get the town kind of lit up at night, change kind of the downtown scene, arrange some of the buildings, actually added a traffic light over here, which I kind of like. I like watching it, as well as some of the junction signs. A couple more textures kind of being plotted in over here in specifics, trying to just get that. A custom asset that Logan, or LTG, made for us, the Scow Cow Dairy Barn, which will, actually it's on the TBS right now if you want to use it, but it's a little chain dairy or ice cream shop here on the Carrabassett. Mostly just been texturing. Actually added a small little farm back here. Just been putting in some extra houses to kind of wrap up the town and finish it. But the town itself, sorry I'm jumping around so much, kind of coming down over here. This used to be the brewery that we had over here. It's now a paper mill. I have opted to put a paper mill up here in Pods, which in my mind, excuse me, tired. Which in my mind makes more sense up this way and can kind of be seen. I moved the brewery down towards Detroit, Maine, which is on the Pan Am trackage. So the brewery is only serviced by Pan American now, as well as another Maine farmer agricultural group. But this paper mill is pretty much for the most part fully configured. I have a few things to tweak. Like it won't take any of my chemical cars over here, and also I think this consumes wood chips too fast, and of course this thing is too low coming in. But for the most part, I got the paper mill in. It's here. It's pretty much configured for the most part. Fun to switch out and bring cars to. That smudge on my screen is going to drive me absolutely bonkers. But yeah, so just kind of a little bit of detailage up here, and that's kind of it. But we will roll north because I want to bring you guys up into Quebec and just kind of show you the beginnings to Lac Meganic's yard. So I added a siding just north of town. This is the Caribou Log Siding. Ends right there. It's named for Caribou Bog. So tracks come up, you see signals, kind of some signage as we pop along, coming around the bend. And now we are in Canada. Come across the border here into Canada, turns into a 55 speed limit, double main. Down the hill across the road, that's 161. The track used to curve here and then down through town, but instead I made it a... Welcome, Michael. It's been a while since I've done one of these. The tracks come straight across here to allow the speed limit to go quicker. I just use that for height measurement. There'll be a large wood facility right here, logging facility. I don't know if it's going to pick up or drop off, but got my crossbucks in, Canadian crossbucks. Tracks continue. Another road right here, which I haven't set up yet for that crossing. And it's pretty much straightforward. The tracks just kind of stay double main the whole way, 55 miles an hour. It's pretty quick. Pretty quick through here. And then we start to get closer towards Meganic. There's a diamond crossover, 2 extra tracks added on, a wide bridge. There'll be four tracks heading in. Of course, I forgot to extend those. And this is the start to the yard. It's actually where the original yard was supposed to be, because where we wanted to put the yard, the terrain is absolutely ridiculous. So the yard will stay where it is currently. I'm trying to smoothen the terrain out to make it look somewhat natural. The only thing that we really can't do is over here, which I'm not too opposed to. But that's the starts to Meganic Yard, really, right now. There's the station. But this is where the Lac Megantic Limited comes and terminates and turns around, which, if we go to the Meganic, which is up on the Farmington Secondary, and it's still running. Oh, it's going. So it's coming back to town. It's a 234-mile trip, roughly 233-mile trip to Megantic and back on the Lac Megantic Limited, which takes the better part of all day. The train normally leaves about 6 a.m. or I think last time I departed at 8 a.m. It got to Megantic around noon. Turned around, got here about 6 or so, whatever it was. But that's kind of that. So we have a few things to run. Also, we do have appropriate looking cars now for our container trains, featuring IMSkip, which is the container port in Portland, Maine, as well as a custom one, Crown Victoria Logistics. I believe it's actually one with the slogan on it. Yep. By land or sea, our barge will deliver. 240 miles, the most I've traveled in the game is between 50 and 60. Yeah, it's 240 miles round trip. So it's like 100 and some odd miles up north and 100 and some odd miles back down south. So that's the round trip. Let's slap in a EOT. So this is a mixed freight heading up north, which takes the lowest priority aside from a local. You have to let me know also how the sounds are, which I think they might be too loud. Because if you can barely hear me, then it's going to be annoying to try to talk over this. Roger that. Turn up to an even 20. So currently we are operating FS06F, which is a Kennebec or a Flagstaff-bound mixed freight out of Kennebec Yard. Behind us, we're going to have the coal train, which he's going to take priority. But he's going to depart in a little bit, so I'm going to get my train moving here. And we're going to be waiting for him on the north Portland siding. Make sure the switches are lined out. Got that, good. We're just going to hold this one pretty much all the way out. See how many times trains can crash between now and then. Alright, so actually we're going to come to the signal. Oh, hello. My bet it's at least 4 times it'll crash. Well, I think it's already done it 3 times. But we're going to reset it just for the run. And at some point, I imagine the Meganic's going to catch up to us, maybe. So we'll have to keep an eye on where the Meganic is, because we have to steer clear of it. CBVR train priority at this point. Top priority always is passenger. Intermodal, which I might need to kind of define that a little better, because currently it's intermodal, trailer, and containers. Anything intermodal is second priority. Oil is third priority. Coal is fourth. Auto racks are fifth, which we don't see very many auto racks on this route. But when we do, which is very, very, very rare, maybe 2 or 3 per year, but they're a very good paying job. Takes 5th priority. Wood products takes 6th. Gravel takes 7th. And anything mixed freight takes 8th. And the local movement takes 9th priority. So currently we're mixed freight, so we take second lowest priority ahead of local movements. There's a coal train that's going to depart the yard. So it's 4 priorities ahead of us in terms of things. So when it wants to go, they will be making us get out of the way. So at some point, it's going to come around and pass us. That stacked train's going to be heading south towards Newport, I believe, which will be... and hasn't been listed yet. Yeah. We put up a lot with this game. Plenty of power, jeez. Yeah, we're only hauling 2,236 tons, I guess, so... I guess the, power for this run isn't, might be a little much, but we'll take it. Might need it on the grades. So most of this stuff is bound for the paper mill right now. I think there might be a couple of cars that are bound for the main farmer agricultural group in Chain of Ponds, but most of this stuff is bound for pretty much Chain of Ponds at this point. And I think we'll see them roll by. Yep, should be these cars right here, the Carrabassets, the CSX, and these tank cars will be heading up to the main farmer agricultural. I think these as well. These are diesel tank cars filled with diesel, and all these wood chips will be bound for the paper mill. I know at Megantic at some point there will be a southbound wood train, which I have to put together. But there will be a southbound wood train coming in. There goes the end, so... A little busy, Avery, not gonna open text right now. Kinda live streaming, you know. And I really haven't been near my phone all day. No buts, I'm not near my phone. Yes, I understand, plane. This is Trainz. Red signal in about less than a mile. And cool planes come to St. Louis. I will look at it later, okay? I don't really want to be on my phone right now. Wonder if Sean will pop in with us. I know he's doing homework right now. Dang, summer classes. It's a pretty crisp unit. I do enjoy these wide cabs. Signal's coming up. Starting to go downhill a little bit. So let's see, we have to contend with, like I said, we're FS06F, we have LM07C, which is bound for Megantic, Coltrane, we have KB72K, Kennebec bound wood train out of Lac Megantic, and then we have the Lac Megantic Limited coming north out of Farmington. I doubt the Megantic will be much issues for us, but hopefully we can get out of its way. Speed limit out of the yard, probably about 20 or 25 leading to this signal. Probably about 20. Since technically we're still in yard limits. Bringing it to a nice slow halt. Alright. I'm actually gonna go get the Coltrane. And we're gonna bring him out of the yard and get him going on his way. Figured he'd probably just be doing that right now anyhow, so. Make sure my local stuff that I put together is still here. I think there's more. Looks like all the stuff's here. Oh. Trainz has this really weird thing lately. I don't know what the heck's gotten into it, but it has this really weird thing where it doesn't want to, where it keeps deleting cars, like one car in the middle of a consist. And I don't know what's causing it. But it's driving me absolutely bonkers trying to figure it out. Okay, slap an EOT on the rear of you. Alright. Alright. Make sure he's good to get out. Okay, good. Ouch. little bit of a heavier train. Probably could have used some of the power on the mixed freight, but I believe the mixed freight's taken back a gravel train from Flagstaff, which those are heavy and are weight restricted on the road. They're probably some of our shortest trains that we operate with a fair bit of priority to them. They take. I'm actually going to copy over my priority list, so I'm going to go flipping back and forth between these notes on my computer here. Howdy, Wisconsin. Welcome to the stream. Actually, gravel only takes a 7th priority. It's just because they're so heavy. Take my money already, Jaden. I would love to, but we have so much more to do that I want to get done before anyone touches this route. We were already talking earlier, the Lac Megantic Limited, which is the special named train that runs from Farmington to Lac Megantic. Round trip is 233 or 234 miles in-game. Which most of that's probably going to be run by AI, unless you're the sorry individual that wants to do it yourself. Switch is aligned, yep. So got an SD60M up front, SD75, and then another SD60M in the rear. No helpers on this run. Might regret it. Probably will. So we can always shuck the train off to the side and have him wait. Tell you what, probably should have ate before this stream because I am starving. Holy crap. Yes, those are the SRS Trainz reskins. Fine models they are. Very, very nice, so... I don't know what Sean has planned next. Did you change at the end of it? Did you actually run them realistic mode? Unlikely. The 60Ms that you get from SRS, they are good looking units, but the engine specs they have are stupid. You can't run those trains without slipping the wheels, which is just something is very wrong with those units. So I know Sean swapped out the engine specs or something with them, so they run a lot better, and I actually haven't had any wheel slip with them yet. But the units that they just straight out of the box or straight off the website just suck. And in general, the engine specs just messed up. Coming across the Carrabassett River here in the yard. Yeah, I think they went way too far, because I can't even... I could be at 30 miles per hour going up a grade, have 17 units in the freaking consist, and the train will still slip the wheels. So Sean managed to get a better engine spec for him. Don't know which one he used, but it's better, I'll tell you what. Yeah, it could be all by itself, put it in notch 1, guess what, wheel slip. So I don't know if SRS will ever fix it, but it's fine. You know, we got our own engine spec on, and it's going all right. Keep with the units as we pass by our parked engines over here in the makeshift engine facility that we have thus far. Also, if I gotta add a speed limit, because it would probably be about, we'd probably be doing about 20 miles per hour right now, so I'm actually gonna bump that up a little bit. That's a cool sight right there. All the park trains in Carrabassett paint. We pass by the awaiting container train heading south to Newport on the right. And there's Mr. Sean. Is the SARM content that was on NARM going to be put up on the back shops anytime soon, or will they be released with the route? That would be a question for Sean, since he is here. Yeah, since it's his content, he could probably answer that better. Just punch my microphone again. It's always fantastic. Love that horn. Alright, getting ready to head up the hill here and leave the yard itself real quick. So this train, let me just remember, that is Cape, where are you? LM07C. Yeah, honestly, that's it kind of reminds me of the CMQR. I was watching a video not too long ago, I think from like DRC930 or something like that on YouTube. I can't remember, but I'll link them in my channel just because they are people that I love watching that do rail fanning in the state. But regardless, they've been away for a while and finally came back and released a gorgeous video, one of the SD40 barns up there with an amazing horn. Sounded just like that. I think it's an RS5. Again, Sean would know. I just drive it, so. I was gonna say RS5T RRO is what that horn is. Alright, so we're gonna send him up via the track markers here. So first siding he's gonna hit is north of New Portland. Excuse me. North New Portland, north 1. And I guess we'll wait and see how he does on the other end. Next siding he's going to hit is Kingfield. And we're going to hold him up in Carrabassett. Carrabassett siding north 1. So he is outbound now. Should be able to navigate himself at this point. Here's my train awaiting. Is Roger finally done? No, God no. We still have, and I quote, we still have the GP30, the GP35, the GP38-2, the GP39-2, the GP40-2, a couple more Jeep 60s, the SD38-2, SD40-2, the SD42-2F. I guess reworks to the T-2. SD45X, SD45-2, the SD49, 5050-3 or something, and yeah, something like that, SD60, SD70, 75i, SD77i, and then the passenger roster. Ah, well, setup. I haven't got the whole roster in the route yet, in terms of just stand-ins, so... we haven't changed it too much. We've really just been adding to what we already have currently. That's going to make her a nice shot when they come around. I'm going to save it real quick because also Trainz has a funny thing where I go into this mode. Alright, so I scroll wheel 3. Exhilarating. We're waiting. 'Tis the Carrabassett. Funny you should mention that. Funny you should mention small routes. I have a little something for you guys later. Nothing to show, but a little something up later. Where's that dang train? Where are you? Is it coming? Yep. It's a coming. It's a coming. I say train dead or something. Come on, train, you can. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. That's a shot right there. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna print screen it and take a screenshot at the same time. Oof, that's hot. Oof. Oh, that's nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Yes. I forgot how to zoom out. That's the zoom that I always use. Oof, that's nice, Jaden 2019. Yeah. I better save that before I forget if I can spell this evening. Just gonna send that to Sean real quick, because, you know. There goes the EOT. Now the next fun part is waiting for him to clear through. It's 18, I would say. Alright, switches a line for me, now we just gotta wait for the darn thing to change. Block is occupied. We're at least going to wait for the green signal, so this could take a few minutes. Let's check on the LML. Make sure he's doing alright. Well, he's doing train stuff up on the secondary. Wait, what are you? Newport. Oh, yes. Forgot what the hell that was. I can just see the end of his train over there. Just popping out of sight at this point. Higher priority, trying to get him ahead before the mechanic gets in here. Just trying to work the trains around, because if you recall, he's going to be waiting up in the Carrabassett siding, which will just be kind of after the big mountain run north of Kingfield. We're going to probably be holding in Kingfield behind him, waiting for the Lac Megantic to come by, because by the time we get going and that train catches up with us, you know, we're going to be heading into some very big mountain terrain, so they're going to want us to kind of take the rear, and since we also got to slow down and come into the yard, may as well as let him go by first, since he's going all the way to, up to Lac Megantic, and we're stopping in Flagstaff. So, just all works about how the priorities go. You know, we take lower priority, so. Block is still occupied. Or did he actually hit the speed limit, or? Okay, yeah, I did put a speed limit. Like, did I put a speed limit sign there? Because that might be why we're waiting so long. He could still be doing 15. Well, like I said, I went over this. The priority, how it's listed on the CVVR, is passenger trains take first, obviously. You know, that's just how it goes. In terms of freight, intermodals are second, oil is third, coal is fourth. Auto rack movements, though they are not often at all, they're still when they do come around, they do get a bit of priority. Fifth, wood products sixth, gravel seventh, since they are one of our heaviest, actually the heaviest consists that we move often. It is weight restricted to at least 11,000 tons currently. Mixed freight is 8th, since it's all mixed up. Again, dispatcher's discretion, yes, but primarily speaking, mixed freight comes in 8th and local comes in 9th. Always subject to change, but currently speaking, that's the priority that we have set up right now. Actually, hold on, I also wonder if the other switches go back in. Nope. Okay, they're set up all the way through. Just making sure. So how we all doing? Actually, just gonna creep a little bit towards that signal.
Dispatcher 41 over.
Yeah, we just got the yellow. Just gonna kind of creep up to it right now. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and maybe run at well, we're gonna wait and see how long the block is. I'm gonna roll through it. We're gonna do 20 up out of here until we hit the. Actually, wait. Next speed limit's 35, so we're gonna do 17 out of here, at least, till we hit the next block and see if we got a green or what we have. So let's get the headlight turned on right, and let's get out of here. So it probably just took a minute to get up to speed out of the yard, but yeah. So I guess I forgot a signal. It's about 2 miles to the next signal. So I guess I must have forgot to put one more signal in between the mix. So yes, long block. That would explain it. And this is why we do this testing, because I might forget something in the mix. You know, been doing a lot of work, so hopefully by the time we get there, it should be a yellow, or maybe if we get lucky, a green. But like I said, we'll do about 17. Look, it's already a yellow. So there's the yard limit. Technically it's 35 since, but I'll watch it. It ain't really gonna matter until we get to the next signal anyways, but I guess we'll just watch our train roll by. Our end. Uphill. see, the next signal is already green, but we won't know that since, technically speaking, we're not there yet, so we don't know the state of the next signal. It's a rather steep little hill. You know something's got to be changed. It's be flattened out a little bit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Now, when approaching a signal, is it if I can see the green, I can speed up, or is that like the tail end has to clear that green signal in order to speed up? Because that's something I don't know. Okay, well, once I can see that green signal clearly, we'll speed up to 35. I build shit, I very rarely run it. Amen. I try to do both pretty regularly. Guess our tail hasn't cleared over that hill yet. Typical train length, anywhere between probably 4,000 to 6,000 feet, anywhere in that ballpark range. Actually, I'd say 5 to 3, usually under a mile. Usually under a mile. PSR? Never heard of it. So couldn't tell you what it is and why we don't do it. Just want to slow down some. Yeah, taking up 4 units to at least, so he was memeing. Oh. And normally this is all trees here, so right about the time we hit the corner, you can actually see the signal is where. Slow as she goes. Yeah, and right about here-ish, start to maybe see the signal a little bit. It's pretty much be all trees, both sides of the tracks. No, actually maybe not here, because that should be a road off to our right. Custom cabs? Yeah, should have custom cabs. Should anyway. Yeah, you can see the blue right there. So yeah, they have custom cabs. Plus, you know. Alright, yep. So there's the green light. This would be a station right here. So we'll have the sounder bell going by. It's supposed to be a station. I need to really work on that curve, but tell you what, on my headset that I'm wearing right now, the sound of these engines, oh, so clear. Yeah, I think this train's only, let me see. It's about 3,000 feet almost to the dot. A couple thousand, about 3,000 tons. I mean, 40 units, not, maybe a little much, maybe not. Just trying to get away without using helpers, but we're also going to be trying to get some units up to Flagstaff for a outbound gravel train later. Whether that makes stream or not, I don't know. That's yet to be seen, but oh, and these headphones with those engine sounds, dang. Sound great in Notch 8. We've been live streaming for roughly an hour or so, a little over an hour. It's now 7 a.m. in-game. An hour and 13, that's what I figured. I knew it was a little bit longer than an hour, but Yeah, I'm gonna set him up to at least navigate to the next waypoint by himself. Saving it, because I don't want to have to jump all the way back and have it crash on me. Alright, going up. Megantic. Where are you? You're on a bridge. Okay. What bridge is this? This helps that I don't have this line speed limited at all. Okay, so you're actually getting pretty close to the yard. I'm gonna see if it'll let me set it up to run all the way. So we're gonna be holding in Kingfield. That other train's gonna be holding in Carrabassett. So he's gonna go North New Portland, North 1. And he's gonna go Kingfield, North 2. Via Carrabassett, North 3, or North 2, I'm sorry. Then he'll be pulling into the station up in Bigelow, or Flagstaff Station North. He will wait for 10 minutes, and he will continue. And I haven't gotten it all the way up yet, but Alright, he should be set up all the way through, hopefully, if he doesn't get hung up in the yard up here. Alright. Starting downhill now. Those whistle boards might be a little too far away for that crossing, but again, just messing around, seeing how things should go. And that grade is steep. Should have another crossing coming up somewhere in here. Slowing down too much now, so take some of that off. uphill. I'll take a little speed uphill. Take it just a couple miles. A couple miles per hour overs won't kill. This crossing up here technically be a bridge, because it's just high enough. Tunnel! Slow it down. Possibly speed it back up again, because I think we're going to be going uphill. Hello again, David. Tunnel into the cab. Notch it down a little bit. Oh, the end's all the way down there. Crap. I have a yellow signal coming up. Actually, I wonder if that train may have gotten stuck because the switch wasn't open for it. No? That's a nice bridge. Alright, Sean. Hopefully catch you later. Maybe we can work on the GIMP a little bit later when you get back, if you don't mind. But good luck, Godspeed with your ops, and catch you later. Oh, the switch wasn't aligned properly. That's why. Should be a 50 signal coming up too, right up here at this yeah, 50 miles an hour. Once the rear end clears. Speeding things up. Another 9 miles to slow down to 40 again. I think I'm gonna have some burgers tonight. This actually sounds pretty good right now. Let me check on the mechanic real quick. My train's just sitting here. Make sure it's going through everything it needs to go through correctly. Alright, hasn't gotten hung up yet. Keep an eye on that. Alright, let the train coast along. We now have the 50. Alright, starting at some brake. So there should be a crossing coming up right about... what is it? Here, theoretically. $7:15 a.m. waiting on the train. Had a Carvey train happen 2 times in a month back 3 months ago. Ooh, shit. That's never good. Here it comes. Trying to slow down. Cooking through here. I do, but I do not keep up with the big boy at all. It's just too much cancer for me to handle. So I don't generally keep up with that engine. Need more throttle. So the next siding that we run into will be the one that we're going to be waiting at for the Megantic to come along. Which, it might be a little while before it gets here, but... Which actually, we could probably squeeze up to, the Kingfield siding, or even the Carrabassett siding. Actually, yeah, we could probably squeeze up to the Carrabassett siding before we have to worry about it. Because, as far as I know, that train... Yeah, it's just passing through the yard. So we might have some time. Little tunnel. Get a little downhill run, then we're gonna have the big uphill. Which actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this train going all the way through to there. So he'll continue along. He's going awfully slow, which might tick us over in the end, but we'll wait and see. Because I think we're catching up to him. At the 3%, yeah, gonna be losing speed here. watching that carefully. It's starting to get close to the red. Hitting awfully close to the red, and we're slowing down, so speed's way fast on the route, but it doesn't do the freight trains good. Looks like we're getting ready to go downhill, which isn't bad, so. I know the run up the mountainside into the Carrabassett isn't terrible, or that terribly steep, so shouldn't be too bad. That should give the coal train in front of us a little more time to make some headway. It's hard to tell what's up, what's down, because now we're going uphill again. Okay, let's see here. Check something real quick. Yeah, we're going downhill, so we can probably shut that off. We'll dump throttle now. Go get that ready. Make sure that the next signal is actually, or the next switch is set up for us. It is not. And it's still yellow. Before I let the train just speed out of control. Yeah, I got 40 coming up. We'll give it a little break. Next signal's red. At least slow down to 20. Yep, we'll slow. Calm yourself down. Yeah, we got a red signal. Now let's see what that's all about. Alright, go ahead and do the speed limit now, or well, 20. What this is all about. Let's go check on our unit up ahead. He's doing a solid 22. So I mean, either the switch isn't thrown or something. Let me actually just throw that. Yep, the switch isn't thrown. Okay. Resuming normal speed. Speeding. Not bad. Sorry, just checking something real quick too, so not exactly all focused on the engine, but back to it in a sec. As long as we don't run into the coal train in front of us, we should be fine. just also kind of check on the mechanic again. Hopefully it's not stuck. Don't think it should be. It's not giving me an exclamation point. Nope. Technically he'd be stopping right here, but no station, so he is coming. The mechanic is marching. Hello, Lost. How you been? Kind of hanging in there myself, but there it goes. Holding a steady 31. May have caught up with the coal train because now we're getting ready to hit a yellow. just turn green. So, I mean, we're close, but... Next signal is yellow. We're going to be heading downhill for a moment. I think anyways, I think this heads downhill. No, still uphill. I think. I don't know. Looks like it wants to. This might be the curve playing with my eyes. Yep, yellow signal. Nope, just green. We're just behind him. Excuse me. I need to get some food here shortly. So whenever we get it up to the yard, that's probably going to be it for a little bit. Holding a steady 22. jaunt ahead real quick. Oh, hi. Over to here. What? Oh wow, he hasn't even hit the freaking switch yet. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not too far behind. We're starting downhill, so maybe chuck that in at least 7. As we start to breach. Got a 25 coming up. Let's check and see where that train is, because I want to switch over to the left and wait. Okay, perfect. Switch to Southbound. The big bridge. With the weird textures on the pillars. Alright, back to the throttle. That's a steep grade, which I will fix at some point. And we're speeding again, which I don't get. Come on, keep up. Speeding. Wrong button. Really wrong button. Oh no. Slow down. Put some brake in there. Red. What's with the red? I guess, stop? I don't recall putting a signal here. Why do we have a signal there? An AI train has control of the junction. Let me see who possibly has control of this junction. It's probably him. moves all the way back here. He's gonna be going around us anyway, so. Now, I guess we'll pull up to the next signal. Howdy, United. Welcome to the stream. Why does the signal still say red? Oh, look, there's a train in the way. Chain of ponds. That's why. I hit the wrong one. That's why we're having issues. That's all my bad. Ah! I know exactly who you are now, United. Good, I'm glad you're still using it. Glad you're still using the livery. For him to get out of the way. now. Come on. Oh, I can still see the train up there. Alright, guess we have to wait a few minutes. Come on, give me the signal. I'd like to get out of here. Should hopefully be going yellow here shortly. hell is the mechanic? Because now I'm starting to get a little worried. Kingfield, so he's going to be here in a few minutes. Dude, come on. Come on. There we go. Fit notch 4, and that's all we're gonna give it. Till we get into the siding, and I'm probably gonna call it here once we get the train tied down in the siding, because I need to eat. Otherwise I'm gonna keel over, and that's never good for anyone, so. But do. For the red signal. Hey, it's Unreal. We're actually getting ready to hop off here because I am starving. Need to eat and also need to take care of some other stuff. I think I'll pull us at least a little closer. I want to be about 0.5 to the switch. 0.0050 to the switch. At least. This will do. Alright. We'll wait. Wait for the Megantic to come by. But we're not going to see that. I will save it though. Because we're going to get ready to get off. But before I get off, I did want to show you guys something real quick that I am working on. It's a small little project of mine. It's actually an iPortal route that I'm going to be doing in private. Probably will be showcasing and streaming with you guys. But one thing that I've never really been able to do in Trainz is skin properly at all. But I gave it a go, and I think we have something that came out relatively okay. It's still a work in progress. I still have to paint the bogies and a couple other things and get the ARN all figured out off the model. But for the most part, this is what I'm going to be looking at. This is the Marion Central Railway. This was painted all by me. I did this. Sean walked me through it, of course, but this is all me right here. This is my unit for my little 30-mile short line that I'm working on. It's an I-portal route, like I said. It's based in Illinois, hence, or well, not hence, but it's where the name comes from. Marion, the Marion Central. It's located in Marion, Illinois. Stretches up to West Frankfort and over to Carbondale. So it'll be a little private project, something that maybe I can work with you guys with. If you maybe want to do an I-portal route in the plains or any sort of that dealio, let me know. Maybe we can work on something. Like I said, I'm just a little 30-mile short line, mostly just doing industrial switching and stuff like that, and bringing freight for the Class 1s to come pick up. So if you have like to, like I said, like to play, or maybe not, don't have to, but yeah. So I will probably see about maybe releasing the rolling stock, getting the perms for it if they all come out okay. This is my first, like I said, this is my first reskin. I don't know how great it's going to be. If it turns out really well, and I can get some other units painted up that are capable of being released, I'd like to release it to you guys and to have you guys use them, whatever, and like go from there. But anyhow, guys, aside from that, I'd like to thank you all for watching today. Sorry it wasn't too talkative, wasn't really a great stream, but just kind of want to get back on and run with you guys. So as far as that goes, I think I will catch you all in the next one. We'll probably maybe stream, I don't know when. I don't really schedule these things just because, well, we go forever without them. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you all a bit later. Catch you.